What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great evening. We are here to talk some birds, and dude, let me tell you something. Before we start anything, the excitement I have right now for the coordinators and the staff they are putting together, and we're just talking a couple pieces here, seeing the interviews they're making, seeing the prior guys they've worked with. I'm pretty damn excited, and hopefully I can spread some of that to you. We've been seeing all the negativity as always. Who cares? But let's be real here. There needs to be excitement. I finally just sought out. I was like, you know what? We're not going to argue with anybody. Let's just ask. So hey, all you got to do is explain in football terms why you don't like these people. And well, not one person has been up to the task. So look, a lot of the media confusing people, angry. Everyone's got to be fired and cut still. Dog, we're in the off season, sicko season. Let's enjoy every second of it because this team knows they need to get back on track. So Lori, Howie, they're doing what they need to do. However you feel about Sirianni, Hurts, I don't care. Get excited because this team, they are putting pieces in place. And I'm telling you, dude, getting Vic Fangio, that was the first huge step. You got like a veteran guy, 65 years old. Guy has been doing it for a long time. And you know he fits exactly what we've been drafting, signing. It's perfect. And we're going to draft and sign more people. So you're going to hear the media, we don't have linebackers. Believe it or not, you can add in the offseason, and that's exactly what we'll do. And on the offensive side of the ball, Kellen Moore, all you hear, well, he was with the Cowboys before. Oh, well, okay. Anything further than that with your in-depth analysis there? No. So, look, the kid's young. He's learning. He's still finding out, he's not going to run the ball. Yeah, we talked about how they were like top 8 in rushing the same year that they were top 5 in passing. We're going to see a nice, even attack. A lot of, my God, under center play action, not just shotgun RPO. We talk about the pre-snap motion. We talk about, a modified West Coast, the Air Coryell offense. And man, I just can't stress enough to you how excited I am about this. And now today, we add 2 positional coaches on Vic Fangio's defensive staff. And, well, I'm pretty pumped up about it. So appreciate each and every one of you taking the time here tonight. Would love to hear your thoughts on this one. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for hitting that like button, subscribing, all the things you're doing to support the channel. But let's ride, baby. Sicko season in full effect. So we're going to talk about both of these coaches, going to show you their resumes, tell you what I know about them, and we're going to break it all down here, ladies and gentlemen. China starting us off. Let's go. Appreciate you tuning in, wheeling and dealing, my man. Yo, hope you're doing well, brother. Thank you for tuning in. And yo, Mark, my man, I am not kidding with you. I am through the roof. And Joe Barry, we talked about the other day. I was alluding to that with the guys we've just been talking to. If he doesn't take a DC job somewhere, the guy that was just with the Packers that shut down that Cowboys offense a couple of weeks ago, yeah, get him as a linebackers coach. We know Vic Fangio is going to put an emphasis at linebacker. N'Kobe Dean stepping up. Go ahead and add one in free agency. You want Patrick Queen, Devin White, go get him. You want to draft Jeremiah Trotter Jr., go get him. Whatever you want to do, we can do it. We got the draft capital. We've got the cap space, and let's go. So, Teresa, I'm very excited. I think that both of these, additions here are something that, we talked about it. Vic's going to bring in, a staff that could be coordinators themselves. And man, this is awesome. Awesome. Pass night, let's go. Big shout out to China there, passing the exam, becoming Nurse China. Love to see it in action. Let's go. We're all proud of you here at the On the Road to Victory family. I know everyone else is, so everybody, make sure you give a shout out to China. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. That's what sicko season's about. We're stacking wins, okay, baby? And I don't think that anybody gets it, that we're excited in these parts. And it's okay that, yeah, we're miserable. I hate watching the other teams. Yeah, I get it. But the Eagles are in good hands, and we're going to be all right here. So love to hear it. Let's go. Proud of you, China. That's what's up. And, yeah, man, I'm pretty pumped up myself here, Wheels. I think both of these guys, fantastic hires here. So let me jump over here real quick. I'll jump back over to the comments. Tiffany, let's go. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's start it off here with the defensive line coach. And man, I was about to got a little tidbit from somebody, so I was about to try to make a video. Thought I'd get ahead, right? Make all the graphics, put together the show, was about to do it. And then, well, Clint Hurtt is actually bringing somebody with him. So had to, of course, create another show with 2 people involved now rather than just one. So that's why I got pushed back a half hour there. I apologize. Try to create all this stuff as fast as I possibly can. The technology I'm working with, I'm a caveman here. So, but let's take a look here. Clint Hurtt, somebody that is from the Vic Fangio tree, maybe worked with Vic before. And so obviously he's going to be, running those same kind of schemes. We talk about those versatile. And don't worry, I'm getting that video out to you this week. I will have it out. I got so many of those graphics I showed you the other day. So many awesome things about the schemes, just things that try to simplify it for you. So don't fear, that's coming out. But you can see he started as a graduate assistant there in Miami. FIU as a D-line coach, and then Miami as a D-line coach, Louisville, then to the Bears in 2014. And then he went to assistant after being the D-line coach for whatever reason, and then outside linebackers coach as well. So he's dealing with all kinds of edge rushers here. You could look at outside linebackers. He's helping out linebackers, but really in this system, the edge rushers. So, then you see he was an assistant head coach and defensive line coach for the Seahawks there for 5 years. So, assistant head coach to Pete Carroll there. That's pretty awesome. I'm all about it. And you could see that he was the defensive coordinator the last couple of years, but they moved on. Pete Carroll's done. So they're getting a new staff in place. This dude available. And we bring him in as our defensive line coach. And let me tell you something. Year before, we break NFL record having 4 players with 10-plus sacks. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, you build on this. We're number 1 against the pass. We're getting turnovers. I'm loving it. Yeah, sure, the fans are whining. They hate being number 1 defense, but I enjoyed making it to the Super Bowl. Would prefer my D coordinator wasn't an asshat and start talking to another team and just go ahead and win that game. But, I still love this defense. And Vic Fangio is the master of it. Not any of these other wannabes. This is it, baby. So, we need to get pressure. We talk about it begins up front. And yes, I talked about the importance of the nickel cornerback and the safeties and the linebackers, and the corners and the defense. So everybody's important. But, dude, getting pressure is key to this defense working. And we weren't doing it last year. I just don't understand. And I like Tracy Rocker, but whatever the hell was going on there. And obviously you're bringing in new staff. So, hey, best of luck to him. But, yeah, Clint Hurtt. And if you've seen pictures of this dude other than the one I just showed you there, this mother effer looks bigger than half of our team. I'd like to see him and Dom beating some people's asses on the sideline. So maybe we're going to need some big Hurt energy here, not just big Dom. Holy hell, this dude is a tank. And look, I love what, the Seahawks have been able to do there on that defensive side of the ball, even with the struggles they had. And, this year, obviously doing a lot of things people didn't think they could and really becoming, a competitive team. But look, I think that he's the D-line coach, a guy with defensive coordinator experience. That's fantastic news. So for me, a fantastic hire for Vic Fangio here. And, someone had mentioned you can get Joe Barry in here. We're going to be waiting to see who he fills out. And I told you, just like every year, I will tell you each coordinator, we'll talk about every single one of them. I'm a true effing sicko. So I want to know everything about every coach, player, all of it. Yep. So if you're the same, welcome to the family. But now he brought with him one of his assistants there in Seattle, and Karl Scott. This is another fantastic hire here. And, you see the work that he has been doing there with the guys they have there. Obviously, Reek Woolen. They go ahead, add Witherspoon, just who. They've got a lot of talent there. And I think, again, they've got talent. So I think people were sleeping on them, I want to say. So it's not like it was lack of. But look, we're going to get some young talent. We already got some young talent here. Yeah, we've got some veterans. We'll see, if Bradbury sticks around, if, they use him more of that dime backer we talked about. We'll see. But taking on dead money post-June 1st, not that big of a deal for Bradbury. We talked about that. Slay, a little bit of a different situation. So I think you keep Slay as the veteran. Go ahead and add some pieces. But you've already got a lot of young pieces here. So I'm all about it. And I think Karl Scott's got a lot of toys to play with here within this Fangio system. And that's what these guys come from. But here's the great thing. Karl Scott comes from the Saban tree, which we talked about, if you remember last year talking about the side. A lot of these principles, of Vic Fangio are like Saban-esque, and they have different terminology for a lot of the stuff, but a lot of the same principles with that too high shell safety, the rotating these guys. And don't worry, I'm going to put that video out for you. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, just go watch the videos from years prior where they're trying for the same thing, but now we've got the guy. We've got Vic Fangio who's going to do that. And I think that having Karl Scott being able to work with these D-backs is going to be huge. And his work in Alabama, Josh Jobe obviously was somebody that was with him there, but he's got a nice little resume here himself. You can see he also started as a graduate assistant back in 2007, then a DB's coach at Tusculum College. Okay. And then Southeastern Louisiana as a linebackers coach, defensive coordinator at Southeastern Louisiana Tech, DB's coach at Texas Tech, Alabama from 18 to 20. And then you see he was with the Vikings as a DB's coach before going to the Seahawks. When Clint Hurtt became defensive coordinator, he brought him on as his secondary coach and passing game coordinator. Obviously, that's the defensive passing game coordinator. So we need some work there. Obviously, within this defense, very, very complicated, and a lot of fans hate it because they don't understand it, and that's okay. We're going to break it down. I'm going to put that video out, and look, I thought I could get it out sooner, but I got a little ahead of myself because it's a lot of work, and I want you guys to really understand what's going on here, and I want to have the graphics right and everything so you can visually see what I'm talking about. And obviously, I don't got the greatest of technology to use and things, so I got to do what I, have here, but I like that you guys are able to go back to those videos and you got a lot of information from those in the past few years. You hear I still have people telling me we're switching it on front 3-4. It's like, dog, this is year 4 that we're running those. I don't know how to explain it anymore. But now we've got Vic Fangio here, and having someone like Karl Scott, who obviously at Alabama there, getting that Saban defense, and now Vic Fangio, and he's learning from Clint Hurtt there. So Hurtt had time with Fangio, as you saw from his resume, but Scott's learning from him. So now he's got Saban and Fangio, and this dude, everything I've read and heard about him, a very bright mind. And as soon as I read it, I'm like, wait, we're getting the kid from Alabama? And dog, let's go. I just cannot stress enough to you that I'm excited about assistant, the line and the backs coach. Yeah, that's right, baby. And I hope you're excited too, because these are great hires. And, people, who cares about this or that? The practical. I do, man. I do. I'm a sick O. And if this isn't your thing, I get it, man. There's plenty of talk of arguing with Cowboys fans and whining. That's great, man. Here and on the road to victory, we look at how the Eagles can get back on that road, baby. So let's effing go. I think this is a great step, and we'll see if we can snag Barry, but I think he's good enough to be a defensive coordinator somewhere. We'll see if he gets a job or if he just prefers, maybe kind of being a part of this and be like, I'm going to learn from Fangio a little bit more, be a part of a Super Bowl winning team, and then we'll build up that resume a little bit. But already, and whatever happens with Barry, this is awesome right here. Getting Hurt, getting Scott, I'm all about it, man. All about it. And a big congrats to you indeed. That is just awesome news. We've been pulling for you, so love to see it. Hello to you in the chat, Teresa. And oh, yeah, I'm all about OC. Definitely pumped up. And guess what, guys? I'm also doing one of those breakdowns, just like with the defense, with the visual stuff. I'll be doing it on the offense as well. And I know you guys asked for that last year. You were after, the offseason happened, you wish you would have something like that. And I make those things for you. But if you want to see it like in that form where, and I know like some of you probably know what I'm talking about. Some of you might not, but if you want some medical issues from getting realized, well, don't like to hear that, man. Hopefully everything turns around for you. Terrible, but hope it all turns around for you, man. Definitely sending all the positive vibes, prayers I can your way. Hope things turn around. But these are the graphics I'm talking about. So most people are going to say the Eagles, they're a 3-4 defense here. Well, let me tell you something. These graphics are not done yet. As I told you, I'm still working on some things. Want to put my logo in. I'm sure some people will take this, and then they always do that, and then people freak out. I'm like, you should listen to what I say. Okay. But really what you're looking at here, with this 5-2, and we'll have a lot of 5-1 penny we talked about, because obviously the Eagles like to have their nickel cornerback out in the field. So, you're going to replace Avante with the linebacker Van Sumeren, and obviously we're going to get more linebackers and, safeties and everything. But I think that this is fantastic here, this defense. And I know you guys like these graphics where they're like color coded and, the different rings and backgrounds mean, the secondary or linebackers or they're on the line. So we talk about all of those things. I'm going to do it with the offense as well. So I'll put those together for you. You can see what all that stuff looks like. But it is a lot. Not going to lie to you. I started like bleeding them together because I was going, I can do this with the offense too. And then I'll try to, then I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Why don't you finish one of them? And I thought I had a lot of stuff from last year, and apparently I deleted it. I don't know what happened. I'm just so pissed off. But I want to give you guys that info. But I've been talking. So if you hear it, you listen to what I'm saying, you should be excited too. But I will give you those graphics. You can share with people. You can show it all out there. But look, I got a lot of stuff for you coming up this sicko season. And lack of sleep is going to be one of those things I'm sure you can tell at all times. That's just not something I know about. So we'll figure it all out. Do not fear here. But let me jump back over here. Dad is so excited. Just had the Hawk and his son from the Seahawks join our team. We're going to the Super Bowl. Well, hey, look, my excitement is real, and I will get us, with the right blueprint to how we're going to go back and get that damn Super Bowl. So let's go, my man, K. Anthony. Let's roll, baby. I don't know how you guys are feeling about this, but getting, I'm all like literally today. I was like, oh my God, we have Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio. Like I was losing it, dude, getting pumped up about it. And now you add two fantastic. This is what, just expect this. Now on the offense, you're probably not going to know a lot of those guys. He's a young man and maybe he'll bring some veteran pieces, he's worked with before, but also some friends from other systems and this, that. But this defense, you've got Vic Fangio, who's been in the league for 372 years. So yeah, let's go. And big shout out to you again, or Scott Al. Yeah, exactly. So I was pumped up as soon as I heard that. I'm like, wait a damn minute. And I didn't even realize he was there in Seattle with Clint Hurtt. And fantastic. I just, but love to see this love down here. Big shout outs to China here. Anybody who missed it, she passed her exam. Let's go. And looks like we're back to this computer. Ooh, I just love it. Yo, my man Fuji, appreciate you tuning in here. Sicko season in full effect. Hope you're all doing well. Love to see you guys in here. Hey, and I appreciate that. If you guys are getting anything from this, you can always hit that like button, subscribe. Of this concept, reinforced experience. Yeah. And we talked about that, when we got rid of those guys. You're going to be we're hopeful we're going to be bringing in a veteran coach, at least on defense here. And, on offense, we have one with experience. Now, he's not the most experienced, but he's learning. And he is exactly what we talked about last year that we needed. So I don't know who's telling people we're not running the ball. We're not going to do all the things I begged for with the pre-snap motion and just outside zone run blocking, like all the things that would work with the team we have. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's why they hired him. But this defense, man, you had to get a head coach, right? Like a head coach for the defense. So I think that perfect. And we talked about it. Wait till he fills out the staff. And so far, so good. And he was trying to get Joe Barry the other day. That's how things kicked off. It was like, oh, this is a guy the Eagles were looking at for defensive coordinator before they found out Vic Fangio was like, yo, Dolphins, peace. Going to watch some Phils in the offseason and go win a Super Bowl with my birds. Happy Monday to you, Liz. Appreciate you tuning in. We got the good news here for China. Let's go. Throwing it down. Getting pumped up about this upcoming season. So far away, but it's not. I promise you, it's so weird running this channel now that has made it so much easier on me having you guys throughout this all season because we get through it. And when that countdown starts at day 99, they somehow just keep going and going, and we're like, wait. Football's here. So as long as we just keep talking about it, keep suppressing that loss and the way the season ended, we'll just pretend it didn't happen and we'll move right forward because that's what the Eagles need to do. It's a new year and literally you can't live in the past. You can't do it in football, but you can't do it in life either, man. Learn from it, grow from it. Let's F and go, my man. Steven, appreciate you tuning in and I'm pretty pumped up about it. Not going to lie. And man, off to a great start this offseason. We talked about it, needed some changes here, and we're getting them. We're getting them tenfold, baby. So I'm sorry if I'm being too loud or rowdy, but I truly am like actually excited, like we won a game or something. And yo, appreciate that, Eric. Appreciate you tuning in, my man. And we're all diehard Birds fans in these parts. Sometimes we'll get the trolls and stuff in here, but the point of this show is to counteract the nonsense, come with the truth, and talk about things that actually matter. Who are these guys? What do they do? What kind of schemes? Oh, they're part of the Fangio tree. Well, I mean, Scott's part of the Saban Hurt tree, who Hurt comes from the Fangio tree. Fangio and Saban, a lot of, oh, I feel like Charlie, Always Sunny. Yeah. Let's go. I'm pumped up. Glad you love the show, man. Sorry, I feel like a cracked out little horse out here. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, let's go. Yo, and yes, we do need to draft. I promise you the Eagles will draft. I'm not sure who's out there telling people we're not going to draft and sign people, but we will. Wheels, yo, loving to see the shout outs from you guys. And we know you're built for it, my man. We are all pulling for you, and we know you've got that fight. And we know you're going to pull through just like China pulled through on those exams. Whoop ass, you know it, man. And dog, you know I always tell you, reach out. You're ever going through anything. I tell each and every one of you that because I mean it. And I go through a lot of stuff, and my health's been a little on the fritz, but I'm always here. Literally, you guys ever need someone to talk to, you're going through stuff like that, Wheels, and I'm sure you guys have family, friends. I'm just saying, you ever need someone or feel like, for me, you know, I wish there would have been some rando that was just like, hey, man, like, I get it, dude. And I don't preach to you. I'm not going to tell you what, I just will tell you from my experience what we can try to fight through it together, baby, because we're family in these parts, man. And hope you're doing all right. And do not like to hear anything negative happening to you guys, but let's turn it into a positive, right? You're going to be telling this story of how you fought right through it. It's how championships are built, my man, and you are a champion. Let's go. And dude, don't like to hear it, but dealing with medical stuff, hey, that's right, man, don't. And that's how I wake up every day. It's like, nothing I can do about it. I did this to myself, essentially, you know, so I got to fight with it, man, and we got to ride. So resilience might be my middle name. Let's go. And Wheels, I know it's yours. Let's ride. Really appreciate it, dude. I appreciate you just being part of the family. So, yes, we need players. I promise you guys, free agency and the draft, the Eagles are not taking off. I don't know who's out there saying that stuff, but we will be adding players. And as I told you guys, once this coaching frenzy kind of dies down and we talk about the positions and all that stuff, and I give you guys the breakdowns of the defense, the offense, you'll have everything. I'm going to give you the position needs. So how I have it ranked, where the Eagles need to, and I've talked about it a million times, but I'll show you my list. We do it each year, talk about where we need to focus, and then we'll go through. We'll start free agency. That's literally coming up in like a week and a half, dude. So, well, not free agency, but my shows. So you're going to have quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, every single position by position, who all the free agents are, who the Eagles should be interested in, who the Eagles have at that position, how much cap space the Eagles have, what they can do here, there, dude. I promise you, I'll drive you nuts with all this information. But instead of blitz, Bama blitz, we got to say blitz, Philly blitz. No, we will not be blitzing. That is one great thing about this, you know, defense is they don't have to send extra people. And, you know, you're going to hear Seth Joyner and a lot of people asking for blitz, but no, you want to get pressure off how this is built, and you have more guys that +1 in coverage. That really in today's NFL is huge, and that's where we talk about that nickel corner. You know, I think they call it the tricks. You know, he's just got so much responsibility. We'll see if that's Avonte Maddox, Isaiah Rodgers, Zach McPherson. A lot of competition there. I think Rodgers is either starting inside or out. He can do both. Love the kid. So, yeah, I'm pumped up. Go Birds, little G. Appreciate you tuning in. And hey, man, I appreciate that. And it'll be a long one, but we'll get through it together. I'll do all I can to provide you guys with this information. And some of these things take me way longer than I wish they would to create these graphics and things. But I hope you'll enjoy this stuff because I put a lot of time into it. And I know you guys have enjoyed them in the past, so that's why I still do them. But yeah, me too. And we'll be talking about it. Don't worry. I'm going to break down every damn position. Chad, I know you've been here for a while, but I'm not sure if you were here for that, like the free agency, the draft stuff last year. But I go through I mean, ask Drew. Drew knows like that's, and I know a few of you have been here, like you see the insanity I go through to break down every single position. And no doubt, man, the Eagles fans will always be here. So anyone jumping back on, welcome aboard. Jimmy, yo, Nina, that's we've been locked in since Vic Fangio was hired, right? And another serious move with Kel Moore. Then you back it up by Joe Barry interview. We'll see what happens there. But now you get Hurt and Scott. They're sleeping on the wrong ones. Appreciate you tuning in, though, Nina. Let's go. And a big shout out to China. We love to see it in this family here. Nothing but success and good health for all of you. Let's go. Yes, the Senior Bowl is. And yeah, we'll talk about all that stuff, too. I will break down as much information from there I can give you. And Oh, the chaos. And if you guys miss any of, there's a video called Sicko Season that started like right after our season. It gives you like a rundown of kind of like all the stuff. So it has like the Senior Bowl, the Shrine, all the stuff, the dates for it, when you can expect that kind of information coming out. So you'll, I'm telling you, it's going to be an overload, dude. So I hope you're ready for it. Appreciate that, man. And, draft 2024. Do we take the best available? Trade Bradbury for an Amazon membership. Yeah. Yo, appreciate that, David. And you have a great day, great night, my man. Oh, Indonesia. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Love to see you guys tuning in from around the world. And look, this draft, it's going to be huge. We've got 8 picks right now. We've got 8 picks the next year. Then we got 7 after that. So you're looking at 23 picks right there altogether. And you are going to see Howie wheeling and dealing. One of those things, I'm not sure we could trade James Bradbury for, a burning bag of poop, So maybe and I talked about this before, post June 1st cut is going to give you only around like, what was it, $4 million in dead money? Not a big deal. So you want to do that? I'm fine with it. We've got a lot of young corners. I'm hopeful that they add in this draft. There's some free agents that are really good that are out there that I wouldn't mind adding to. So, dog, we're going to have lots of, information throughout this. You'll see once I'll do like the positional needs. So you'll see where I have it ranked. Like we need a safety number 1, linebacker 2. Yeah. And I'm just, giving an example, but you'll see all that. Then you'll get the free agents like in that order. I'll give you that stuff and you'll see what I feel the Eagles need to do. And with the free agent stuff, I'll like throw in the draft talk. Like I'll say, like, I think we should focus more, toward this guy, Kool-Aid. Hey, and Kool-Aid, somebody that Karl Scott worked with. I mean, there's a lot of talent. So look, I think that, the Eagles could go a lot of ways. I'm not sure they go high pick with the corner. We'll talk all about that. Don't worry. But I will mention that like in the shows. And then as soon as that stuff's done, then it's the draft talk, man. And look, we'll have Fan Friday. We'll like talk about stuff like that and everything. But you guys that have been tuning in, I'll be going for year 6 in a row of predicting the Eagles' first pick. So I'll do another this year. We're going to do a live stream for the 2nd year in a row. We're going to, watch it together, freak out together, do what we can. But oh my God, that's still my most watched video, that Jalen Carter reaction. But I just I want to see another good draft, and I think we've got a lot of weapons. We're going to do that. We've got a lot of pieces already in place, though. So get excited. But David, really appreciate the kind words. And 6:30 a.m. over there in Indonesia. That's nuts, dude. 12-hour time difference. Crazy, but love to see you guys tuning in from around the globe. Let's go, my man. But David, appreciate you, man. And any questions, anything throughout the, week, we got a lot of stuff already happening, coming your way. But, oh, my Lord, I'm not sure what coach, you'll definitely have some staff there. You'll have scouts out there. So we'll be watching, but I'm not sure what kind of actual, because first off, Kellen Moore is what we've got. And we'll see if, he's got some guys that are coming with him. We'll figure that all out. But concerns with Kellen and not a vet like Vic, this offense gets coming. He's going to be a head coach. And we pray for another good kid. Concern. So what are you saying here, Ryan? Your concern with Kellen Moore is that he's good. Well, I guess that's a good concern to have. You want to be good. Don't listen to the media. Well, you don't want good coordinators because if they're good, they become head coaches. And you don't want them to be good because that's insane thinking to me, because if they are good, then they should be head coaches. So, that's just kind of how this business works. But yeah, you want good ones. So, hey, I'm happy that your only strife with Kellen Moore is that he is going to be good. Yes, I do agree there. But Tuesday morning. Oh, so you're in front of us. Oh, see, I don't know anything. But that's awesome, dude. That's what's up. Enjoy your Tuesday. And on that fine Tuesday, I will hope to get that defensive one out, and then we'll try to get the offensive one out as quick as I can. We have a new D-line coach. Yeah, and I mentioned that earlier. I like Tracy Rocker, but we were not getting pressure. We were not doing what you need to do for this defense to work, and I just was mind-boggled half the time. So getting a guy that is a defensive coordinator, he comes from the Fangio, like he literally worked with the man, learned from him, and now he brings along a defensive back. All these guys need to be on the same page, the players, the coaches, and you know, last year, my biggest thing was these guys look like they're not on the same page, to be nice. That's how we'll put it. But getting guys that are familiar with each other, what is, asked of this defense. We're not guessing here. We're not trying to add new shit. We're not new terminology. No. And there's going to be new terminology, things that it's VIX now. It's not, decide. This is not Gannon. So there are differences, but I think that, and there are huge differences. We talked about them, each year, but I'm just saying we've got the guy now, but they know what's expected of this match zone 2 high, safety defense. And I think that you're going to finally see how it's supposed to work. We saw it working with Gannon. We saw when we went to the Super Bowl. And if he wouldn't have had, his head up his ass, we would have won that Super Bowl. But I digress. Whatever. 60-40 more pass run. Well, you're going to get a nice mix. And as I talked about, you're hearing a lot of the media say they don't run the ball, never ran the ball. I don't know if they would just, turn some stuff on and watch. They definitely did. And the amount of different formations that they use. That's why I'm creating the picture, so you guys can see those formations, because, yeah. It's not just shotgun RPO out of the base 11. Oh, okay. Oh, we're not running. Actually, most of the time, you see when we wanted 12, we wanted things. It was just the same thing over and over again. Go routes to the receiver. I'm not going to even waste too much time talking about last year's because it drives me insane, man. Don't like it. Watch any Eagles YouTube. They use Jimmy's breakdown. I appreciate that, Brian. And I do what I can to, make the content creators. I told you guys when I started this, why didn't you guys tell me I had something on my shirt there? A little string. But, I appreciate that. But when I started this, there was no other content creators, anything like this. And I wasn't on YouTube. I was dying in the hospital and started making Facebook Live videos and just talking about Eagles because that's how I wanted to go out, baby. A true sicko. But, I noticed, the media didn't understand how the cap worked or, how a defense worked or offense or really anything about football. So I was like, damn, no wonder the Philly media is always so miserable. They have no clue what they're talking about. So, and there are good ones, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, just ass clowns. So I started doing this and, somebody finally talked me into going to YouTube a couple of years ago. And now there's, COVID happened and everyone and their mom started bringing on all the players and the media like I used to. And, now this damn thing, I have to use this damn Chromebook and it doesn't allow me to interview anyway. It sucks. Whatever. But it's just crazy to see how many people, and I've done my best. I told you when I started this thing, we're going to change the game. That was the mission from day one. Let's change the game. Let's get people understanding what, is actually going on. Let's talk about, what matters. Who are these guys? What kind of system are they running? What can we expect for the players? Where are the players lining up? What are we doing here? I think that's more valuable than arguing with a Cowboys fan all day or I hate everyone on the team, fire everyone, trade. But I know that's a lot of people's, thing. But for me, talk about why. Why do you want them go? Explain to me. That's all I'm ever asking. I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just I want to talk football, bro. I don't need negative shit at all times thrown at me. You know what I mean? It's I'm sorry. I love my Eagles. So funny. See how bent out of shape people get about diehards. It's hey, man, it's all good. Yo, my man, appreciate you tuning in, B-Mo. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are enjoying all the content this sicko season. It's going to be more insane than last year. I promise you, dude, because I always want to get better and just keep improving on things. And literally day 100, let's go. That's what's up. And that countdown, I know you were there commenting on every damn one of them. We got through it together. When it got to day one, I was like, wait, we're here? We're here. And then even we now had a DeAndre Swift video for the day it was here. 0 days, so all about it. And you guys, this is going to be awesome because you're here from day one of sicko season. You see what it's like. We break down the coaches. And I know, trust me, I know you're thirsting for that. Oh, give me them free agents. Give me all that. And I've been already compiling the list. I love it. But this stuff matters, man. It really does. And I love talking about it. We're going to break it down. And I wish I had, 20 people working for me, but I'm a one-man show and I've only got so much time that I can work on things. And I want you guys to get as much as I can throughout the off season. And, with it just being me, I still feel like you get a pretty healthy amount during sicko season. And I try to give, valuable information, but during sicko season, there are times where it's just like nothing's going on. So I'll talk about something. We'll laugh about what PFF says, that this is the 6th rank. We'll laugh at them and show you why the Eagles will be, top 3 ranked instead at that position or whatever. We always are here to stay on top of it, man. And they're going to have to get used to it. But thank you, Brian, and thank you, everybody. I'm glad you guys enjoy this sicko season stuff because to me, I hate the off season. So I needed, to get into it as a kid and just know everything. And it makes it easier. Now having this huge family to talk about everything, and you guys are nonstop comments. And bro, I try to keep up with the comments. I'm like days behind at times now. And it's like, holy shit. Like a few weeks ago, I had like I hit 1 million views. I was like, that's nuts. Like, you guys are awesome. Like, I can't thank you enough for continuously tuning in, showing your support. Do all I can with the time I have to try to get you in. One day we'll have better stuff. I promise. I'm trying. It's just unbearable at this point, but do it again. But yo, my man, John, appreciate my computers. See, right on cue. Thank you. But, Liz, she passed her exam. This thing's going to jump back and forth here. We spent too much money on players. Oh yeah, man. I told you guys we're going real, everybody. Oh, and I trust me, I see all the comments. Oh, we're done. We're the bottom of the East. And yo, dog, whoever it was, I already forget. Someone made me $100 bet. The Commanders would beat us. Choices. Richie, that was your name. I remember. I'm holding you to that because oh, you're sleeping on the wrong one, my friend. Cool. So I found out the channel definitely. Hey, love it, dude. And you guys have been awesome. Patrick, I do believe that is your actual name, but China, all of you guys have been nothing but awesome, man. Strap in, dude. Sicko season. This is something I've done since I was a kid. I love looking into this stuff, writing that stuff down. Like, I used to do it on pen and paper, like for nothing. Like, I didn't have a channel or anything. And I would be like at the, bar, like taking a break at work and just like sitting there like, oh crap, watching the TV, something's going on in the draft. Like, anybody who knows me, like the weirdest places I could be anywhere doing, I'm just obsessed, man. And now we've got this. So I spread the obsession, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy that stuff. I really do. But yes, definitely to Wheels, and definitely a big congrats to you, China. I'm going to have to scroll some of this because it's just freezing up. Thank you so much. What did I miss? Oh, Ewing, my man. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. Didn't miss much other than all of it. But we'll be talking throughout the week about everything. You guys are always welcome to go back, check everything out there. But we're going to miss those bubble screens. Well, you'll still get some screens, but not every damn play. Thank you, Lord. Always look for on the road to victory. Hey, I appreciate that, man. And you see it. And that's all I ever asked, man. People that go out and use this cap space stuff, all that, just make sure you tell people where you're getting it. Cause I always find it funny that everybody becomes a genius all of a sudden when I, make a video and it's like, hey, that's weird. I thought that you didn't like that and whatever, but, oh, that's TM on the road to victory, baby. Hope somebody using your content. I'm going to make sure that hey, I appreciate that. And I know some of you guys tag me and stuff and you call people out, and I can't, last year you called out one of those top content creators and they reached out to me and were like, I'm real sorry. So whatever you said to them, truly hilarious. But I appreciate that, man, because I put a lot of work, and it's kind of messed up that people, get these opportunities and jobs and things when just using my stuff. And it's like, damn, dog. Like, and half these people, they were anti-Hurts, all this. So they just sat there and try to crap all over my work. And now all of a sudden they use it. And it's like, well, now hold up, man. I thought, you wanted to hate on my work. Hurt sucks, right? You can never develop. Well, I think you did. Thank you very much, Liz. And you're part of that. You guys are the ones that are tuning in, giving me those views. I tell you, I cannot do this without you. And YouTube does everything it can to hold me back. We just keep fighting right through, man. They're not going to stop us. Like, I don't care. And I know that the Philly media ignores me. You've seen me. If you guys follow me, I torture them for years. Every time they post misinformation, I'm there. And now recently I just kind of stay off because I try to make an appearance here and there, but I try to teach them. This is how the cap works. This is how this works. This is how, and I won't stand for it, man. And they're finally learning. They had to go out and start learning stuff because it's like, I'm going to torture you for the rest of your days until, you little ESPs and stuff, until you stop making stuff up. So, but it's weird that everybody follows those people. And it's like, hey, man, they can hate on me all they want for, getting stuff right a lot. And I'm sorry that offends people. Like, I can try to get stuff wrong, but I don't know, man. It's so weird, but all I ask is you sickos keep tuning in. That's all I need. Don't need them, right? So who cares? But happy birthday. It's my birthday every day. With you guys tuning in, that's how it feels. That's too funny, man. That was great the other day. Somebody threw me a super. That was you actually, Wheels. I think you threw me the super chat because you made the joke saying happy it's all coming back, and it was DeAndre Swift's birthday, right? Jimmy Swift, it's all coming back, all coming back to me now. All right, let's not do that. But dude, I appreciate you giving me the chance to laugh at times where it's chaos on social media, and all I do this for is those of you that are sickos, and you guys are my friends, you're my family, and I love having a good time, being able to come on the show and enjoy talking about the Eagles, right? It's like, this is my escape, man. Like, we all have tough lives, we have stuff going on, like some, are doing this and some that. We're all different, man. We all got stuff, and we all need an escape at times. Now, I don't recommend things that, alter you into someone else or take away your free will, but I do suggest finding something that can help you. And for me, football is that thing. And yeah, I'm a free spirit, a weirdo, so you wouldn't think, I'd be a real big, football head, but it's been my passion since birth. I just grew up bleeding green, man. And it's just in my bloodline from my grandfather passed down. And my father, my brother, we're all, if you know us, we are true diehards. So, but that's what this is for. You other diehards out there, man. I wanted to meet more of you. I didn't know how many, I still don't know how many years I got left, but in that time, none of us do, right? So who cares? Why live? It was just, I wanted, and thank God for Chelsea, without her pushing me to start this, it's like, why don't you find something that makes you happy? And it's like, I love talking about the Eagles, and these people are miserable, the media. And that was the point of the show, being positive. And I think they got me for a little bit there. They turned me real negative there. And it's like, I was just so pissed off, and they still get me at times, but it's like, look, man, I'm going through a lot. I really don't need to hear like the same regurgitated thing over. If you can break something down for me, yes, I will happily, we can agree to disagree. But most of the time, it's just yelling into the void, I feel like. And I'm not that void, baby. I am him. But is it just me, or is anyone else excited for this? Okay. Hey, welcome aboard, Jose. Happy to have you. We've been running through walls this entire show. And dude, there's too much pressure, Brian. I'm like, oh, God, because every year I'm like when I did back-to-back, I was like, yeah, because I got, that writing job after I did the Dillard one. And then it was like, that worked out great. And it was just, it really opened things up for me. And then I was like, can I really get 3 years in a row? And then it was like year 4. I'm like, all right, dude, like, this is kind of crazy. Like, let's not, I didn't even talk, you know what I mean? And you guys probably, isn't this your 4th year? I'm like, yeah, because I was just like, they're going to kill me, like, if I to get this wrong. And, well, we got that. And, that was Jordan Davis. And then we talk about last year. And I was like, all right. And then to make it worse, I didn't realize, because I was like, oh, did you guys want to do like a live stream? Like, did you want to do? So I'm like, now they're going to be live with me. If I get this shit wrong, they're going to be in the chat eating me alive. So I was like, well, let's pray to God we get Jalen Carter here. And well, you guys have seen the reaction video, and I know you guys love that one. But that's just pure emotion, baby. Getting 5 years in a row. That was pretty wild. But yeah. So this year, I'm just like, all right, man, I don't even want that kind of pressure. We're just going to do it, man. And whoever he is, when he comes to me, I will let you know. And you guys know I've pushed it back. I give you all the stuff, and you'll hear like what I'm saying. But I won't like tell you who my pick for the Eagles is until right before, because you see how many content creators steal it. Each year, they're tuning in here. You see them in the chats, especially during that time. And they're waiting for me to tell them who they want from the draft. And it's like they spent months with Bijan, and I was like, I'm trying to tell you it's Jalen Carter, but hey, it's cool. But they heard it the last day, and everybody gave the quick switch up. They're like, actually, I kind of like the Jalen Carter guy. And I was like, that's like clockwork, baby. So be tuning into me and then tune into them after and watch it change. But I'll give you all that information, baby. And Brian, I'm glad you enjoy that stuff, because I'm a crackhead for it. I love it. I love the free agency punters video. I don't give a shit. Not even 100 of you will watch it. You want special teams. Oh, I don't care about kick returners and kickers and punters and long snappers. I do. I care about all of it. I am a true sicko, and we'll break everything down, because at each position, you get to talk about the Eagles, right? Okay, well, this is what we have here. This is what I think we should add here. Oh, the draft's coming up. There's a couple names. I'll throw them at you. That's how it works every year. And I find it to runs smoothly. Like it literally, like we're there. Like I'm trying to get it down to how we get through this all season without losing our effing minds, right? So that's the game plan here. Yo, my man, let's go. My man, I cannot wait. Hope you're having a great day. And oh, let's go. This is huge. We talked about Hurt, being from the Fangio tree. We talked about Scott being from the Saban and Hurt tree that, very alike the Fangio. So let's go. I'm pumped up. But Keith, appreciate you tuning in, my man. Stavian, let's go. My dude, glad you made it. Sorry, I'm trying to make it down these comments here. So whenever you guys comment, I hope you know I'm getting there. I'm like Pappy McGee. Just let me get on up here. Just give me a second. I promise I will make it for you. But we're getting there. Better than the shock truck. Yo, Scotty, too hotty doing the worm. Let's go. Yo, let's go. Appreciate you tuning in. And those mother effers, they are. See, I've had it out from them for day one. They hired some kid within their first week of business, and this kid just started stealing my stuff. So I finally started tagging. I was like, yo, dude, you better start giving me credit. So they deleted all their shit. And I wrote a letter to their head guy. And I was like, hey, man, if you're hiring for somebody, wasn't even a dick. I was like, here's my resume. I see, whoever you've got hired here looks like they, could use a little bit of knowledge. And dude, I taught all this graphics. I know my graphics are probably not the most professional, obviously, but like, dude, I'm just winging it here, producing, figuring this all out on my own. So I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry I don't have the bells and whistles. I try to add stuff, but all I want you to come here and be like, hey, man, I just got to talk to a dude that truly loves his birds, knows what the hell's going on, and wants to see his Eagles succeed. Doesn't want to just sit here and whine like a bitch. Now, we sat here for a month and a half pissed off as hell. But what did I do instead of fire and cut everyone? It was, let's break down what this offense could do to help Jalen Hurts. Let's talk about what the hell this defense is doing with essentially it looks like chickens with their heads cut off out there. So that's what I did, and that's what I like to do in these parts. And in the offseason, we just break down everything that we possibly can, whether it's the coaching stuff, looking at the schemes, which, Scotty, I'm not sure if you saw that graphic I was showing, but I know that's a show people really enjoy. And don't be sorry, man. Always happy to have you whenever it may be. But you guys will see all the insanity that's coming your way, man. And I mean, do you know, my phone is just you can't even, I have to delete pictures on all the time. I'm like, oh, I'm going somewhere. I better delete some pictures. I sit here all day downloading 500 pictures to put into my pictures to create more pictures. And then it's like, but as long as you guys enjoy it, I will continue just pumping right through it. Let's go. And thank you. I couldn't believe it. I saw it the other day. I was like, oh, look, Chels. It said 3 weeks ago, you hit 1 million views. I'm like, very observant. But yeah. No, man. Thank you, but it is not my birthday. This was a joke from a couple weeks ago when it was DeAndre Swift's birthday. Somebody said happy birthday to DeAndre Swift. Somebody thought that they were saying happy birthday to me, so the joke turned into happy birthday Jimmy Swift. And then somebody sent me Wheels sent me a super chat. Happy birthday, bro. And I was like, no, it's not my birthday. I appreciate the super chat, but not my birthday. But really appreciate you guys. Got a few months for that bad boy. Good old April. Anton sharing that birthday with me. Wild times. Happy birthday. No, I love it. But yo, a happy birthday to your youngest. And I think it is Jack Stoll's birthday today. Did I see that today or was that yesterday? Could have been 6 weeks ago. Who knows anymore? But that's what's up, man. Happy birthday to the young one. Tell him I said a very happy birthday. And of course, go Birds. But it is not my birthday. That was a joke. But Wheels, you got him going again. Really appreciate you guys tuning in and sharing that love. Did anyone see Ruben tweets today? He had time indeed. And I commented on a couple of those because I get those people all the time that just talk out of their ass. The one was how Jalen Hurts needs to be traded. Howie Roseman's a terrible GM. There's Jordan Davis needs to. I mean, I see it all. And people think nobody's saying that. It's like, dog, they're not saying it at every second. They're literally just, they won't shut up. Every comment, and I don't just mean on social media because it's everywhere, but on my damn YouTube channel. I care. And it's I don't care what Dan Sileo said. I don't, and it's crazy, but I love when someone like Rube goes, to town on these people because they get mad at me when I do it. And weirdly enough, I'm seeing Eagles fans enjoy it now. Most people have been mad at me for years that I can't stand the whining and the, just talking out of their ass, fire and cut everyone. People get mad. You should want to get rid of everyone on the team. And I don't get down with that Cowboys fan mindset. I've always been a diehard Eagles, so I'm not new where these new fans got that idea that we just jump ship as soon as things look bad and we become Cowboys fans. Like, that's never once even been a thought in my 37 years of existence. So I don't get down with that notion. I'm a diehard, man. I bleed green no matter what. So that's right, baby. It's weird. Yes, let's go. And that's exactly it, man. And, everybody talks about, oh, well, you got to be able to criticize motherfuckers. Tune into a show, man, because I'm telling you, I break it down more than anybody else I see out there. Like, I just like to talk about the issues. I don't think that sitting here and just saying fire everyone, cut everyone, yeah, and agreeing with everyone that says that is actually valuable. I don't think that accomplishes anything. Like, if we think someone sucks and they got to go, okay, this is why this person needs to go. This is what we need to do. I mean, let's break it down. But I think the issue is they don't know how to break it down. So people love that stuff because it fits what they're trying to find. Like, oh, another dumb person. Oh, let me go over. So I get it. You sickos, you know where your home is. And that's what I'm talking about. And still love to see those prayers coming in. Let's go. Cooper DeJean. Yeah, man, there's a lot of great fits coming up, man. I can't wait. I wish I could just do it all right now for you, man. I wish I could give you all my draft stuff, like, I'm trying to make the graphics more simplified so I can make them quicker. And it's nuts, man. But some days when I'm down, I watch that Jalen Carter reaction video, get pumped up and feel better. A true sicko. That's what I'm talking about. I love you, my brother. And that video to me, and you see some of the comments, people are like, this is an effing dire. Someone told me I look like Shawn Michaels. There's people telling me I look like Howie Roseman in there. There's people, there's some of the funniest effing comments I have ever gotten. Then you get people and they're like, this is staged. And then some of you like comment in and they're like, I actually was part of the live stream with him, like watching the draft. Like, hey, dumbass. And what's so funny is I took the clip from the live stream and then I put at the top of the comments, here's the link to the full live stream. If you wanted to watch like the 3 effing hour extravaganza of watching the draft together, I took that clip. I only am allowed a minute for the shorts. There's like a 5-minute clip of me. Well, it's got to be more than that, flipping out about Jalen Carter. So, but dude, I'm glad you enjoy that. I'm glad I can bring a smile to your face. Some of you do comment on that every now and again. Like, just thought I'd come back and tell you how much I love him. I'm glad you guys, because that's pure emotion. And I tell you guys, I wish I could watch games with you. I wish I could show you. Like, I think people, that I sit here and don't whine, that I don't get angry. It's like, no, I actually get angry. Like, I don't like that. And I don't want to do that on my show. I try to temper it down, but it's like whining is not, criticizing and breaking things down. You know what I mean? It's like and anger. I don't think those people could ever, they wouldn't understand what kind of things lurk inside. So it's like, no. But that happy little demon was in there and he, oh my Lord, jumped on out there. Let me tell you something about Jalen Carter and his future with this defense. Jordan Davis. You know what? Actually, I'll save it for that video because you guys, you're in for a treat. We're back, baby. Let them know. Wow, my God, we were live when that video happened. Yeah, right. And for those of you who were there with me, that's what I mean. Like, that was really cool. And I don't get much time to do that stuff with you guys when I'm in the games. I don't know, man. Maybe we'll start doing that once I get a better computer and it's not messing with everything. But, for me, that we're going to try to do it again this year. And we're going to enjoy the hell out of it because we sat here, we broke down, each of the picks, talking about what's going on. I don't know if I'll have that live ticker. That's another thing about that video. There's literally a live ticker at the bottom. So you can see I'm like going along with the draft. So dumbass. But yeah, that was awesome. So I'm going to be back again this year. We'll watch the draft together, whether we get my guy or not, or hey, a lot of great options here. So we'll see how it boils down, but you guys keep tuning in. I'll keep pumping it all out. Which team do you got to win the Super Bowl this year? I'm going with under. I like how you worded that, Samuel, because you know me all too well. I ain't rooting for anybody but the Philadelphia Eagles. So which team will I hope loses? And this is a tough one for me because, well, the Chiefs, they beat us last year, and I feel we should be here right now beating their ass. That drives me insane, but it is what it is. But then you've got the 49ers, who have turned themselves into our enemy for some reason. We beat the hell out of them. You know what I mean? It's like one of those kids you beat the shit out of in high school and they hate you forever. And you're like, dog, I don't even remember you. And they're like, oh, yes, you do. And it's like, I kicked your ass one time. Sorry, dude. Like, but they're the pesky little douche that just won't go away. And that's who they are to me now. And I didn't know that Niners fans were on the level of Cowboys fans. Now, I haven't seen, too much slander here, I will say, but they're still weirdly whining about the Eagles. I'm like, dog, didn't you guys just make the Super Bowl? Shouldn't you be happy, not focus on the Eagles? But that's that small rod energy we like to talk about here. And look, for me, they've become unbearable. Now, watching the Patrick Mahomes video with him kicking the tee there, with Justin Tucker, like just being a little entitled bitch. And you guys know how I feel about those people. I'd like to smack. No. So I don't like either of them. I'm really going to be rooting for my money to be made, right? My parlays, my daily fantasy stuff. That'll be what I root for. But, dog, Big Red. That's who I, would rather. It's Big Red. At least Big Red is there. But then, I really can't stand them, to be honest with you. And they beat us. But I guess if I had to, I'm hopeful that the Niners get a sweet taste and they can sit here all off season with their excuses again. But glad you guys like that. I really am. Like the moves Eagles have made with coaching so far. Oh, yeah, man. I'm very excited to get good coaches in this building and can't wait for free agency and the draft and just these continuous steps that we've already talked about here at the beginning of sicko season. Get ready. It's going to be a slow roast of these people, and you'll watch them all slowly turn. Oh, wait, actually, they just hired a new coach. Oh, wait, they just got a good player. I'm a fan. And it's like, yeah, that's what the offseason is, man. So the people that are saying the season's over, everybody sucks already. It's like, well, maybe just wait a little bit, like until things actually happen. I don't know. But it's just too funny to me. Now let me get... I don't know how I just lost all these comments, but let's go. Tiffany, hope you're doing well too. I know you had some things going on there. Tone Bammy from Jocko for calling them out. Love it, dude. Now, I can't ever watch those videos. I think that Tone guy follows me. I don't know who that is though, but I can't tell you I've ever watched any of those videos. Now, one time somebody was like, you have to watch this clip, and it was Dan Tillia. So I tossed him up good on this show here. And I think that, a lot of clickbait stuff out there. I know that's for most people, but I am the counteraction to that. And I will happily continually body bag those people and call them out all of the time. And whether they steal my content or just put dumb shit out, they're horrendous. But that's hilarious, man. Doing the Lord's work out there. Appreciate you. But the truth does hurt, and people don't like when I bring it. That's literally how I am in everything in life, though. Like, I don't sugarcoat anything. I am that free spirit. I don't identify as a direction. I keep it real, man. So I know that's not for everyone, but you sickos seem to enjoy it. So that's all I care about. That's Yep. And yo, Jose, I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, let me hear your comment on it. Bring that bad boy. Let's see if we can get it to 50,000 views. It is at like almost 44,000 views, dude. My most viewed video. It's a minute clip, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. But it's just me getting my guy and showing my excitement, and you guys seem to really enjoy that. I will. I'll do everything I can to make sure that setup downstairs is. I'll try to do it better this year because we kind of just, we're winging it. I was like, we're going to make it happen. And then I was like, well, how am I making this happen? So I had to put the computer on a chair down there. It was nuts. But maybe I'll do it from my phone if it's easy. I don't know. We'll see whatever works, but I'll be back. I definitely will be. And that's it. That's what I want to see exactly, China. But guys, I'm going to finish up these comments here. You have anything else? I will definitely get back to you guys or anything like that. I'm going to get to these ones here. But Niners are due. I don't like them at all, man. The amount of hate in my comments, like, dog, I've never watched the Niners. I've never watched any other teams. I don't ever come at you guys, you weirdos, but they are worked up by the Eagles. That is for sure. Packing, USSRDs are moving in together. Let's go. Okay. This is the step you needed, right? This is what's going to happen. You're going to help them get on the road to victory. I remember really tough times with my dad at one point, and my sister was taking care of him, and this is when I was a little wild thing, and I was actually living with my sister and her husband. Crazier times when I was a kid. But ended up my senior year wanting to be a wild child. Well, my dad got real sick. He moved in, and I know how that, it's a lot of stuff going on there. Oh my God, we got to uproot our lives, because of something horrible and negative. But let's try to, and I know that's what you're doing, but I want to see the positive that comes out of it. The time you get to spend getting things on the right track. They can't do it without you. And I know that's exactly how my father felt, with my sister being there for him. So, and me, too, but she was the one really helping and taking care of him. But it's what we do as family, right? We're there for each other. And I think that, I tell you guys all the time, you truly are family to me, because I had a lot of family, a lot of friends turn their back on me when I almost died. And it was unfortunate. It turned me into an angry person. I'm not going to lie to you, but you guys have helped me find that peace, that joy, that love that I have for this world and people, and just wanting to spread that, right? Being the change this world needs. And you've helped me, remember that. So Liz, I really appreciate you and everyone else that's in this chat, like your stories, the things you're doing, getting to live vicariously through you. And just, it helps me reminisce, what I've gone through and how I need to use those things. So, I'm always here for you, each and every one of you. And Liz, I hope all is well with your sister, niece, and hopefully this is the step you need to go in the right direction. Love to see that you are there for them, though. That's what matters most. So hopefully, if there's anything we can do here, you guys need help financially. I could set something up. I could try. I don't have much, but yeah, I always want to be here for you guys. I don't like to see any of you going through anything, and I don't have much, as you guys know and can see, but I do everything I possibly can, or maybe try to point you in the right direction, So, don't want either. Yeah, I'm with you there, Tiffany. But hope all works out there for you, Liz. Told my friend I can't hate on consistency. Consistency is key, right? And I try to be consistent in these parts. But we're definitely keeping in our prayers, the good vibes, all that. Let's go. And he doesn't, man. And you'll hear people, like, oh, we got to hire Seth Joyner. We got to get this guy. He played. It's like, look, dude, they played 10, 20. Like, if they're not updating every year their knowledge of the game, like, you have to. I don't care. Like, I hear them. I've heard what people tell me. Like, I don't care. Like, no, we're not blitzing every play. No, that's dumb as hell. Like, I don't want to trade Hurts. I don't like these things. They're insane, man. So it's the best thing for you to be blocked. I don't fall. I can't, man. And I try to be nice to them, but not anymore, man. I try to help people and help them learn how those things actually work instead of lying, but it is what it is. Everyone, much love to you, dude. Thanks for the laughs and enjoying the, show. You guys made it a good one here. I will be rolling out myself, but always here for you if you need, man. Really hate that you're going through things, but we are here for you. Hopefully this can be an escape for you, and hopefully some of those other videos and the things I can put out here can help you get through it. And because I know, man, with stuff I go to, it's like I'm sitting in waiting rooms. I'm sitting in hospital beds. I'm taking like an effing day, 12 hours. So I'll do what I can to get you guys filled with stuff, but I appreciate you, brother. Love you, man, and go Birds. Fangio is not bringing Ronaldo Hill over. I guess not, man. We got Scott here, and look, you never know. Maybe there, is an assistant DB's coach they want to do. Maybe there's an assistant, there are, and when they brought Karl Scott over as the defensive backs coach, it wasn't really specified. I'm thinking defensive backs as a whole, but just like last year, we had that broken down, and I think Vic Fangio will. You've got your nickel corners coach, you've got your corners coach, you've got your safeties coach, and I think he's kind of the defensive backs coach. Sorry, overall, and then he'll have guys under him. I believe, in my opinion, you should have a nickel corners coach and the safeties coach, and just kind of you're going to be doing things together, but individually they have a lot of different assignments and things going on there. So I think that would be my route, and I think that's what they will do here. Who I can't stand more before now. Yeah, it's rough, right? I hate them both. I hate them both. Pick your poison there. But you have a blessed night, a great night, Brian. I appreciate you tuning in, man. And it really did. Those people always coming, and it's like, dog, I'm just trying to escape. Like, you don't even know. Some days it's like, I just feel like, I can't take it anymore. I'm on my last, just I got no gas left in the tank. And, I come here and you guys help me, and then you got people that just want to make it worse. It's like, oh, come on, man. Good question there. But Tyree, dude. Unfortunately, I am just about to roll out my man. But if you rewatch this, the beginning is filled with the information on Scott, on Hurt here. But we just sat here and dude shot the shit for the next like 40 minutes. But I love you guys, and that's what this is about, man. I just want to help you guys learn, and if you guys know something, you can help me learn. Like, we're here, we're talking shop, we're enjoying our birds, we're escaping the world, and just that's what it's about to me. And they really are, man. It's really weird. Now, I've never been to San Fran, so I can't say much about that. But I think that their fans are definitely some weird ones. Hit the nail on the head. I'm grateful I'm in the position to help them. It's just see, and I don't like that. But sorry, I got some personal things there. But I think that right there, right, what you just said, that's the first step, and you got to take that first step. And it might seem like, oh, it's just so easy, just take that first. No. And that's the biggest one. That's the biggest thing. Just did it. Let her know I'll be talking to Chelsea about it. You will be in the family's prayers. We'll be sending all the good vibes, positive thoughts, anything you guys believe in. I send all that energy, and we're combating the negative, right? And don't like to hear that, but I love to hear you're getting her out of that situation. And thank God she has you. And that's all that matters, right? That's what matters right here. But that's mighty awesome of you. Damn, a lot of hyperventilating and damn near heart attack. Classic. Oh, dude. Yeah, that video, I was losing my mind. I'm glad you got to watch it. Enjoy it. Mentions that we need to trade Hurts. Know what it's coming from. Oh, just know that. No, a lot of Eagles fans, but they just know that they have absolutely no idea. And trust me, I dealt with those people for years, and now they're all, the most popular content creators, and everybody's taking knowledge from them. And I'm like, maybe that's why people kind of don't know what's going on. You're the younger. I am the young one myself. Huge step. Good for you. Yes. Love to see that. And we're all here. We're all family. And anything I can do, let me know. And look, and yeah, and that's where these crazy. That's where these started, right? From the hospital bed. And I know what that's like. And I have PTSD from being there, watching my dad suffer pretty much my whole life, and then watching him die. So I don't like hospitals. And then I got to go in and get the same disease as him, and spend a month there being tortured. That really did a number on me. So, Chelsea helped me find that escape. Without her, Dominic, I would have been a lost soul. My mother, my brother, my sister, but you guys, you are an extension of that now. And I try to give you that escape as well, right? That's what this became for me. So, love each and every one of you. I got to get rolling here, though. Got to get with the family here. But you guys, you need anything, I'm always here for you. You can reach out any of these platforms, whatever it is. And I tell you, it could be about the birds, life, whatever. But we'll be back. And exactly, the hardest part is starting. And I thought I could quit drinking and just kept trying. And it just never happened. And finally, one day, I'm like, this isn't for me. All the things they were telling me I had to do, I just did it myself. And now we're like 7 years. It's like, what the crazy, but you got to take that first step. So, and we all know Liz, she's been stepping right on the faces of negativity. So let's go. And that's it right there. Right. So it's a blessing in disguise. Right. And I don't want any of that stuff to be happening, but that's, we look for the good here, the silver lining. But just your constant best. Hey, really appreciate that. And that's how I feel about you guys. This is what I needed. Chelsea hit the nail on the head. You need to just talk about it with real fans rather than reading these idiots that don't know anything. And here we are. I found you sickos, you diehards, and that's what this is all about. So I love you, each and every one of you. Hope you all have yourselves a great night. Everybody going through whatever. You'll be in my thoughts and prayers. You can always, the positive vibes are getting sent your way. Reach out to me. Let me know, what you think about the Eagles. Maybe we open a conversation that way. Maybe you want to just tell me what's going on. Whatever it is, man. I know what it's like to just hold it all in, and don't do that to yourselves. I'm always here for you guys, and I'll be here for Fan Friday. You guys want to vent again, but these next couple of days, you're going to have videos thrown at you. They're going to be the defense, the offense. You're going to be taking a look at what those are going to look like. You're going to be getting my top positional needs, all that stuff, getting you prepped for free agency, what we're going to be looking for in free agency. So this is all primer to get you guys ready for what is to come, what kind of players we're looking for, that kind of stuff, So that's how I'm able to nail the guys we get in the draft, in free agency, because when you have an idea of what they're looking for, you're not picking guys that don't even, what we don't need. Oh, we're taking a quarterback. No, we're not. Like, you know what I mean? But, hey, appreciate that. And you guys too awesome. I really mean it. And yes, Chelsea definitely deserves her flowers, and remind me to get her some when I take her on a date this Thursday. So love you all. You guys have a great night. Until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!